Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth with t0inky TV, and I'm here to do a K-drama update on a K-drama that I've been watching for the last 8 episodes, and so it's been a while because I haven't been caught up with any K-drama reviews or recaps in quite some time. So the one that I'm talking about right now is Witch's Romance, and that is with the lead actress Jung-hwa. And you guys might remember her from Get Carl, and also she was in the movie with Daniel Henney. And so she plays lead females really well. She's very sassy, she's fun, she's very sexy. She was actually dubbed, I believe, the Madonna of South Korea. So she has kind of like a very sexy, fun attitude, and so that carries over in her Korean dramas as well. So I really like her as an actress. Her music is pretty sexy, it's kind of fun. She hasn't put anything out in recent years, so I can't really say if she's what her music is like right now, but I know that she has a really fun voice as well. She is partnered up with Park So-joon, and so he is the much younger lead male character to her Ajuma character. So there's like about a 13-year age difference gap, and it was pretty funny because in the first episode when they got together, you know, she was kind of putting the moves on him, but somehow she saw his wallet and it opened up to his driver's license, and it just brought everything to a screeching halt because the 13 years was just too much for her to handle. But ever since that time, he has been really helping her out in terms of like just work, protecting her from all of these mishaps, as also like really caring as kind of like the pseudo boyfriend. She's been like going through and struggling a lot with her love life because one, the guy that she was engaged to 6 years ago never showed up for their wedding date, and that was Jae-suk's character, and his character's name was No Si-hoon. And No Si-hoon is a photographer, world famous of course, and really, you know, suave, elegant gentleman in comparison to Dong-ha's character, and he's the younger guy. He used to be in medical school, but for whatever reasons, I think because his ex-girlfriend passed away from a medical issue, you know, I think he gave up that for just kind of doing part-time jobs, not really doing much with his life, just doing a whole bunch of part-time jobs. Then he gets together with Jung-hwa's character, which is Ji-yeon, and so he's been kind of romancing her. They have a lot of chemistry together, so that's kind of cute because you know, he's kind of like a puppy dog, following her around and trying to clean up her mess as well. And then she's just saying, "Oh, it's never going to work out because your age gap is too much." And also, he has this Si-hoon character hanging over his head, the love of his life, a love of her life, Jung-hwa's character. And so, of all this happening, so you get introduced to the two of them through this crazy Santa Claus episode. Then there's Jung-hwa is working for a kind of like this tabloid newspaper, but she's really good at it, and so it's kind of wreaking havoc on her personal life because she's getting involved with like these nasty political type characters. And so this is going to be spoiler alerts, so skip this if you don't want to hear spoiler alerts. But then, you know, they get together, Jung-hwa's character and Dong-ha, and they are, you know, he's like the bodyguard assistant to everything that she needs. He even goes to her college reunion and pretty much makes all the ladies swoon and, you know, declares his love for her. But that's exact same moment when Si-hoon comes back into the picture. After being gone for 6 years, he decides to come back. And, you know, of course, Ji-yeon is totally devastated, doesn't know why he never showed up for their marriage, their wedding ceremony 6 years ago. And so that's where episode 8 comes off. And we find out that Si-hoon has a crazy assistant that's like madly in love with him. And so she basically told Ji-yeon that he's not going to go to the wedding because, you know, he doesn't want to, or some kind of lie like that. When in reality, Si-hoon got shot in the leg in Somalia, was in a coma for 3 months, finally woke up, And then the assistant told him, you know, she returned the wedding ring. And so he's been kind of carrying a torch for her all these years while Ji-yeon's been devastated. So it's kind of like the manipulation of Shi-hoon's assistant, photography assistant. So she kind of just seems really super crazy. So Do-ha, the younger guy, he actually enlightens Ji-yeon what happened 6 years ago. So now Ji-yeon is really torn because, like, on the one hand, this younger guy is really into her, loves her, and is professing his feelings for her. And then her old fiance comes into the picture with, you know, a fairly good excuse for not showing up to the wedding. But the excuse is not living up to why he's never contacted her since then for the 6 years. It's almost like, you know, he was so busy doing his photography work that he didn't really come back and clear the air with Ji-yeon. And if they really, really had something special, like their 10 years of dating, he would have come back. I mean, that's kind of weird that he didn't. So anyways, that's where we are with Witches Romance, episode number 8. Let me know what you think. Somebody recommended it to me saying it was kind of like I Need Romance number 3, where it was the older girl and younger guy. But that was more of a Nuna romance where the age gap wasn't so significant. I think 13 years, you're definitely kind of venturing into significant, what is it? Cougar territory, where the guy, you know, she's almost twice his age, well, not twice his age, but almost 2 decades older than him. I mean, and she's kind of on the verge of probably, you know, gonna have difficulties having a kid, and if she manages to have a kid, you know, raising that child as an older kind of mom, and then having a really young husband. So, I mean, there's a lot to think about for her. So anyways, let me know what you think about this romance, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.